Made you think it wasn't playing, huh? I'm tricky like that. Today we're doing a water pump on a 2002 Dodge Dakota with the 4.7. Look under the hood, it'll look a lot like this, but with more of this in the way. First thing you want to do on this truck is you want to remove the two bolts. One, you reach down around behind, you see where it goes in right there, and remove a 10mm bolt. And then you've got the same thing on the mount just right over there, kind of over and down from where the AC low side is. But anyway, you pull out those two bolts, you want to undo the line from the squirter, and then you also want to undo these two plugs. One says you're out of squirter juice and the other one actually powers the squirter pump. So if you were to look at it from this side where it says caution fan, you've got a bolt down here, just one bolt on each side, one there and one there, and then you've got these little gems. When you go to do the squirter pump, you want to have a cap or something to cap that, because it'll just leak profusely if you don't. So you do that. The overflow line for the antifreeze, you want to pull that away. This goes where the radiator cap is. Radiator cap would be right here. So you just wiggle that back and forth and get it out of the way. And then the next thing you want to do is you'll have a big fan that's on here. This is right hand thread, righty tighty, lefty loosey, just like your toothpaste cap or your milk. If that thing falls over one more time, it's driving me crazy. Just trying to set it up so it looked cool, like when it's in the truck, but it just, that's like the second or third time it's fallen. So next thing you want to do is you want to take off the thermal fan clutch. And to do that, you'll notice this is the new water pump, but it's full of the old bolts. There's a reason for that. I'll get to that in a minute. You want to leave the belt on still, and you see the little kiss marks on this? Those are actually from a chisel. You can either use a specialized wrench or you can use a chisel. I like the chisel method better. I have the wrenches. I've used the wrenches. Don't like them. You see how I'm looking at it this way? And where the mark is of that flat surface on the left side, that's so it'll rotate counterclockwise. The setup that I have, I'll go ahead and show you real quick. This is my favorite way. I learned this from another mechanic named Dave that worked at Taysom with me. But I've got a offset chisel like that. It's on an impact, and the impact's in a 13. This is my creation. This is my Frankenstein. His idea was just the chisel. So I put all that together with a welder onto a 13mm 1/2-inch drive, and then I have an extension that's taped on. This now enables you, or allows you, to get around the fan clutch and get down in there where you want to be. You want to hit it right about there to rotate. There's a hundred and, I shouldn't say 100 ways to skin the cat or I'll sound like a redneck, but you know, I got a little of that going on. So it's 101 ways to skin a cat. So if there's a way that you like better, do it. Once you get the thermal fan clutch off, the next thing you want to do is get a 15mm wrench or 5/8 and pull on this way. This is the tensioner. Once you do that, you'll be able to get the tensioner off. And then the next thing you do after you pull the belt is you pull the pulley. This is the little idler pulley. It's again 15mm or 5/8. You pull that off and then go around your water pump bolts. As you go to take your water pump bolts off, I like to have the new water pump. We're sitting right there. You'll see one bolt's missing. Some of the bolts are long, some of the bolts are short. After I pull out the old one, I'll transfer these bolts. I'll pick one spot. Like this would be a great spot because it's a unique characteristic part of the water pump. So I'll do this one. I'll put this bolt in the old one. I'll transfer them. And it seems like a tedious, stupid thing, but after putting a long bolt through a short bolt hole through an oil chambered timing chain, you'll wish that you'd have spent the time and done it this way. I just do it to play it safe. It's just habit now. I don't even worry about it or debate it. It's just something I've been trained to do. So, and it works great. I mean, I never mess them up. So you'll notice that one bolt is missing, and that is because it's still in the water pump. It's up near the top so that it can dangle. While it's still sealed on there and all the bolts are pulled, I'll take a pry bar or something and I'll pry on the side here and I'll pop it so that it'll drain into those drain pans that I have down below. So once that's completed and done, you'll go ahead and pull that last bolt, and lo and behold, you've already got the water pump out of this thing. It's actually a pretty easy job on a Dakota 4.7. I thought it was going to be a 3 or 4 hour job like everything else on a Chrysler, but this one's not too bad. It's pretty easy. I did the, what did I do? I did the cylinder heads on this exact same truck, I think maybe it was 5 years ago. But unfortunately the water pump is failed on it and it's back. So anyway, that's just story hour. You want to know how to fix the car. So as far as these water pumps go, going rate on these right now is about $60, which isn't too bad. Once I pull this last bolt out, I like the gasket system on this is pretty nice. You don't really need much in the way of sealant. It's all just molded and just fits right in there. It's got kind of a squeegee or windshield wiper blade type mounting surface. I really like it. So anyway, I'm trying to think of anything else I want to tell you. This is where the hose came off. It's a good idea to replace your hoses while you're in here if they're a little bulgy or a little soft at the ends. This one is kind of middle of the road, but it is easy to get to. This is where the thermostat is on these. I'll just throw that in there. Probably could have put this at the front of the video, but the thermostat is in the lower hose in this little housing, and they're quite the gem to get to. This is a real good time to do it if you're thinking you might want to. So anyway, that's all I have to say about that. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, favorite the video, make it easy for you to get to, and that'll help other people to find it, and that can help everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. Love you.